Attention, please. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
It's the world according to Woot. It's the world according to Woot. According to Woot. Good evening from Huntington Beach.
Okay, hold on. Okay. Now can you hear us? Shoot. Okay. Hold on. Okay, so all that we just did, no one was able to hear.
What?
Yes.
What?
Your fault.
Oh, that's not my fault. What are you talking about?
Your fault. All right. Can everyone hear us now?
Okay, can you hear us now,
Yay,
guys?
they said yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Welcome to World According to Woot.
Where important topics of the day are largely ignored.
And foolishness reigns supreme.
Yeah, I like that he has that line. That's good. All right. All right.
And we're here to ask the eternal question.
What's happening? All right.
So as I
now
was
we
just
have it.
saying, guys, 2 days ago I got pink eye. And I don't know if you can tell. Can you tell? It's all red and crusty.
Sorry, the intro of the beginning of our first show, we were muted. So this is us
That's probably a
relearning
good
how to
thing.
do this.
But then, as I was telling everybody, I woke up this morning with a kidney stone.
So what I was saying when I was muted is Morgan Freeman says the key to not getting old is not letting the old man in.
And I said, you have to. It's
No.
getting too cold
But
outside.
I was telling Jim lets the old man in.
I do not.
Every day.
I do not.
Every day.
Do I look like an old man, guys?
No, but you let him in. And you
Okay, wait a minute.
Jim entertains him for a while.
Okay, so before we go on, we got to get rid of the poll question. Who's having the better hair day?
I just
Bob Bacon's usually a pretty
I
good.
just don't know if
barometer.
Bob Bacon's on, but it's
Yeah, Bob's here.
okay. And oh, here he is.
We got Debbie,
Oh, here he
and
goes.
we got Chuck.
Nice hair day, guys. Thanks, Bob.
Hey,
Thanks,
thank you, Bob. I
Thanks,
appreciate that.
Really cool of you to say. Appreciate it.
We got Gary Wallenmeyer,
Hey, Gary, Denise,
Brown.
Oh, Ray's here. Ray from,
Hey, Ray.
from Purebred.
Yes.
All right.
Oh man.
All right.
We got all our friends and
So
family.
what we were saying when we were muted is we have been on hiatus for
Yes.
3 years, right?
So this is a world according to Woot.
Reboot.
Yeah,
Reboot.
that's right.
Reboot. 3
Well,
years. So what have we been doing? Where have we been?
if you're wondering, initially the show got canceled.
Hi, Shannon Ray.
Wait. Oh, hi, Shannon.
Yeah.
Initially, the show got canceled because the FCC came on and saw that she was drinking alcohol. And they said they can't allow a program where there's public consumption of
Not true.
alcoholic
You can drink
beverages.
alcohol.
What?
You can drink alcohol.
No, I'm just joking. I'm
Yeah.
kidding. Come
Yeah.
on.
All right.
When have I ever been serious on this show?
Never.
All right. So, no, I'm about to get serious though, because we figured, okay, let me tell you the reason why we're doing this, guys. Last week, we did one of our World According to Woot segments from the promo deal. And we were talking about some shows that were going on. And so I came home and I saw that there were over 3,400 views on that silly little video. So I said, you know what? We've been threatening to do this for a while. Let's go ahead and do it this Wednesday. And we've got an incredible guest, 3 incredible guests waiting for you. This is a project that I am very privileged to be a part of. I actually became a part of it in January of 2025.
Mhm.
And it's very unique in that I actually saw this show 3 times as a spectator before I had a opportunity to join the cast. And I can honestly say to you that amongst all the other groups that I'm in, there's nothing else that I do that is quite like this show. It is an incredible production, and we're really excited to bring these guys on because they're going to tell you how it all came about 3 years ago. I was kind of in on the ground floor of that too, but I had to step out because I had too many other musical responsibilities. But the show is called The Graduates, The Sound of Simon and Garfunkel, and you've seen the show.
Yeah, it's fantastic. And it's not like the normal show that you
No,
do.
it's not like
It's
you're going to see
it's a very different show. It's a theater show.
Exactly.
It's a theater
it's
show.
a theatrical piece that is very special. We're very proud of the way it's taken shape, and we're getting a lot of great comments about it. And we're here to talk to you about it because we have an opportunity, or you have an opportunity to see it this Sunday at the Fred Kavli Theater in Thousand Oaks at 3 p.m.
3 p.m. And what we're going to do is at the end of the show, we are going to put all the links for the show information, the ticket link, and everything you need to know to get to the show. Because believe me, this is not a show you want to miss. And on that note, should we show them?
Yes, let's bring it in.
All right. We're going to show you exactly what you're going to see on Sunday.
Like being at a Simon and Garfunkel performance, except it's better.
Are you going to Scarborough?
through my life, certain songs have resonated with me, and it was such an honor to be here today and listen to them. They were absolutely amazing.
Unbelievable. Could have stayed 3 times as long.
Slow down, you move too fast. You got to make the morning last. Just thinking down the cobblestones, looking for fun and feeling groovy. La 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 la, feeling groovy.
These guys nailed it. Stunning vocals, unbelievable musicality. I tell you, this was one of the best bands out there. You gotta go.
Yep. Okay, here we go. Sorry. Here they are.
Hey,
The graduates.
hey, all you guys! Can we all be heard?
Yes.
Yeah, we'd like
Great.
to welcome Kyle Frost, Stephen Bock,
Hi.
and Gary Gig Grantham.
So,
Well-
All right, let's get into it.
yes, let's do this.
Yeah. I'm going to start off with Gig, because Gig, you are the creator and the producer of the show, right? Being
Yeah, I guess.
creator of the production.
Yes.
Why don't we start with you?
Yeah.
Why don't we start off with a little background on the origin of the show?
Sure. And the reason I say I guess is because, like Kyle in the when he gives credit so beautifully to everybody, toward the end of every show, he always said, tells the man who created it and so forth. And boy, the creation of the show has been such a collaborative effort. So I'm always a little uncomfortable being called the creator, but hey, I'll take it. I'm the producing director. The way this started, some people have heard me talk about this back in 2020, 2021. I'd come into the office, multiple days a week here in Burbank, and my producing partner, Ron Kurtz, and I would just sit and talk because nothing was happening, of course. The pandemic was we were in the throes of the pandemic. Entertainment wasn't happening, of course. So we would just drink coffee and sit across from each other in one of our offices and wonder what it might be like if work happens again. So for whatever reason, and I don't remember why, we were thinking about shows that we wanted to maybe present when entertainment came back to life, if it ever did. And we thought, I don't remember why, but a Simon and Garfunkel thing kept occurring to us. So both Ron and myself searched all over. We just kept searching the internet all across the world, looking for Simon and Garfunkel, I guess, tributes or acts of some sort. And we found some tribute style acts, some duos, some full band kind of things. But the best ones were way across the world, and none of them really seemed to be what at least floated my boat. So finally, I just said to Ron one day, screw this. I'm going to make one. I can make one. This is what I do. I'm going to make one. So I remember telling Jim, and early on about this, and I said, I want you to help with this, but here's the thing: neither of us can be in it. Because Jim didn't have the time to be in another thing anyway, and so we just started talking about it. I remember driving along one day. I don't know where I was going. All I remember is I was heading east on the freeway somewhere. Jim was going somewhere, and we were talking about the idea. And he, I think he said, when we were talking about initially casting the two principals, he thought, well, what about Ray Kokel as Paul? And he said, Ray has the guitar chops and sings beautifully and so forth. And I thought about that, and almost right on the heels of that, out of my mouth came, wait a minute, what about Ray singing Artie? And what about Stephen Bock doing Paul? He's got the guitar chops and a look and so forth. And Jim said, yeah. So those two guys were initially cast. And then, and it all made sense. I mean, once again, they had the vocal ranges. You know, Ray has one of the prettiest voices in our cottage industry. And that's the way we started. And I think you're watching, Ray. And Ray was very enthused about it. And then for reasons, professional reasons and family reasons, his business needed him, his family needed him. And he so regretfully said, I've got to step back from it. So then I think Kyle should kind of pick up the story of how he got involved.
Well, I remember the day very well because I look at it as one of the best days of my life. I was suffering with the COVID virus. I was down and out in my sequestered in my guest bedroom. My wife was in the other room. I had my two dogs with me who are giving me problems right now in my bed. But and I was scheduled to do a fill-in show with TLR, that Experienced the Eagles. I had done a few shows at that point, maybe two, and but unfortunately I was down with COVID, and I called Gary to let him know that, hey, you know, I have someone who can fill in for me. I just can't do it. And during the course of the conversation, he asked me about Simon and Garfunkel and said that they had a show. And I immediately, this is no joke, I was cured. I sat up straight in my bed. The dogs were like, what's going on? I sat up straight in my bed and I screamed into the phone, please tell me you don't have a Garfunkel and let me audition. I was so enthused. I grew up with this music. I grew up with Simon and Garfunkel since a very young age, singing harmonies in my bedroom with my mom. I talk about it in the TLR shows. We would sing to the Eagles. But my go-to when I want to chill, either sit outside and smoke what I smoke, or just, you know, look at the moon, whatever. My go-to on my playlist was always Simon and Garfunkel. And the music has been with me since I was a young kid, and the opportunity to perform this music and the way that we're doing it. I have a theater background as well. It literally, it was one of the best days of my life. And one of the next best days of my life was the first time, because I didn't know Stephen. I didn't know Stephen from a hole in the wall. I barely knew Gary. And we just, you know, I asked who Paul was and got in touch with Stephen. He said, come to the house. We learned 5 songs. And the first song we sang together was Sound of Silence. And I just remember very vividly going, wow, this is going to be really good. This is going to be fun. So, yeah.
Let me interrupt here. So,
sure.
So you guys all are very familiar with the tribute scene. So you played in the tribute scene for a long time. This show is a very different entity than the tribute scene. It's a theater show. It's presented differently. It just gives a different vibe than what you guys are normally used to present. Right?
Yeah, it's more than just a band, you know. Not that that's a bad thing. No, the bands are great. I'm in a bunch of them. I've been in a bunch of them. But this is a different show. It's more of a theatrical performance. You know, dare I say, somewhat scripted, which it is. But you know, the catalog of the music is enough to sell the show, but we have so much more to go with it. You know, I think Stephen should start talking.
Yeah. So Stephen,
seeing as he's Paul.
right.
Stephen, Steven's to the left of your screen if you haven't seen it.
So Gig and I have known Stephen since the early 2010s, I
Yeah,
believe.
but Steven is known very well for
His James Taylor tribute show.
which he absolutely murders.
Yeah.
I won't even he murders this.
He does a great job of it. And
man,
we talked to him about doing some shows together after seeing him at the Coffee Gallery one time. So that's how we came to know Stephen. And Gig
is that
was,
where we met Stephen?
yeah, Coffee
We met
Gallery.
Stephen at the Coffee
You
Gallery.
weren't there. You couldn't be bothered.
Well, where
with.
did I
No,
meet
I'm just
Stephen?
kidding.
There's a lot I can't be bothered with.
No, but Gig was right in casting Stephen in that role because he has the perfect skill set for it.
Yeah.
Excellent finger picker. It has the right vocal range for it. It was a perfect fit. So, so Stephen, being that you're known for doing James Taylor, how was it actually filling the role of Paul Simon? How was it different from a musical perspective?
Well, first, thank you, and it's great to be here with all of you, and I love you all. I want to back up. We're not allowed to call it a tribute band. If we do, Gary fines us.
It'll be a fine.
It's a hefty fine too.
It's these guys know. I'll chime in on that. When day one, when we started rehearsing, I said, "Okay, guys, you are not in a tribute band. You're in a band that serves a show, but you're in a show. A show is what we're building." And then I still do this to this day, although they're trained well now. I said, "It's not a first set and a second set. It's Act 1 and Act 2." And everybody's on board with that program now. Anyway, I'm sorry. Back to you, Stephen.
I'm completely on board. Otherwise, we'd be broke. Yes, you asked about the differences. I've been playing James Taylor, literally almost out of the womb, and so it's in my DNA naturally to me. I've loved Paul Simon forever, but hadn't really focused on his playing. So it was a challenge, a lot of fun to kind of go through his entire catalog and sort of learn and relearn certain things. I will say a critical difference is that, James Taylor is a really tall, bald guy, and Paul Simon's a short Jewish guy. So I'm the short Jewish guy thing I have down.
Yeah.
Okay. So that makes it easy. The James Taylor thing, it's just me when I'm doing JT, although we also have Tailor-Made Tapestry with Carla as Carol. But with the Simon and Garfunkel, there's Kyle. Is he above? He's above me, right? Is she right here? As Kyle said, I didn't know the guy from Adam, but when we got together for the very first time, we just hit it off musically and personally, which is a huge difference. It is the one thing that makes the show inauthentic, however.
we do like each other an awful lot.
Yes, we like each other. We don't want to kill each other, sadly, like Paul and Art did. But we have a great time doing it together, and it's an absolute blast. You guys, the genesis for me was a phone call. You guys from the car. You had me on the speakerphone. I don't know where you were headed. Jim and Gig.
I think we were in two different cars, actually. I think we called you right after that conversation in our separate cars.
Yeah.
And we conferenced in.
Because the reception was awful. What I more or less remember hearing is, "You want to be Paul Simon?" So I said, "That sounds good. Call me later." So, yeah.
So I have a quick. Debbie wants to know where the show will be at.
Okay.
So let's give her a little.
So yes, okay, Debbie, it's going to be at the Fred Cavley Theater in Thousand Oaks, California, on Sunday, March 15th at 3 p.m. in the afternoon.
This coming Sunday.
This coming Sunday, yeah.
And you will be able to tape tell people put their DVRs so they can tape the beginning and the red carpet for the Oscars, because I know it's Oscar night, but you will be home in time. It's a matinee show. You'll be home.
When we want to also emphasize, and we'll say this throughout, I hope, we that is a big theater and it's a very expensive theater. Most of what we do, what Castle Entertainment, my company, does is, we produce the show in every respect. We rent the theaters. So the expenses are very high. You may have heard all of our cast members in this show saying that we really want to be part of the solution to the fact that entertainment is getting so expensive. We don't want it to be an elite thing. So for this show, we have lowered the prices so far below where they were last year in the same theater, as far down as we possibly can. You still get hit with these Ticketmaster fees, these evil Ticketmaster fees that jack the prices up so high. So we want to encourage people, call the box office.
Yes.
Or go to the box office directly. In either case, either of those methods, you'll bypass those fees altogether, and all they'll do is charge you a $3 per ticket service fee.
That's right.
So I have a question. Kyle.
Yes, ma'am.
Kyle.
Yes.
Your Art Garfunkel vocal delivery is quite a bit different than anything we've heard you doing in the past. Bryan Adams, Boston. What do you have to say? How do you adjust your vocal to accommodate the Art Garfunkel?
Yeah, it's a lot of people have asked me that very similar question. It's a very different way of singing. It's a lot of head voice and a lot of falsetto, compared to say when I was doing The Foreigner or a lot of control is necessary doing Foreigner or Boston, of course, but there's a little bit of energy, different energy that goes into that kind of singing, and you can get away, I think, because you have a nice loud band, and you can kind of get away with some things. If you're not feeling great or if you're a little scratchy or whatever, you can kind of get away with things. But with singing Simon and Garfunkel, Stephen and I are singing the majority of the show together, either in unison, which is a lot harder than people think.
Oh,
You think the harmony singing is easier than singing unison. To get two people, two separate individuals, to sing the same note and the same melody and stay on pitch and stay together without the little bit of chorusing going on, and to make sure you hit all the S's and the T's, and that it takes a lot of focus. It takes a lot of rehearsal, which we've done over the last 3 years. We rehearse at least on a once a week basis. As far as for me, it's just I had an extraordinary vocal coach and teacher when I went to music school back in Boston, and I rely on everything that she's taught me and I have utilized over the years. But yeah, it's a lot more head voice. It's a lot more falsetto. It's a lot of control, a lot of breath technique to make sure that, you're not, if you force too much, you're going to screw up the nice, airy, breathy sound. And my face shape isn't exactly like Artie's, so it's sometimes a little bit more of a task to really get that nice, airy softness, and that's something that I've had to work on throughout the 3 years that we've been doing this, and I still have work to do, but I'm feeling a lot more comfortable singing that way and utilizing the skills that I learned when I was taking lessons.
So one more question for you, Kyle, and then we'll move on to Stephen. Out of all the songs that you do with the graduates, and I have a feeling I know the answer to this question.
Okay.
What is the most challenging song that you have had to tackle?
It might surprise you.
Well, I mean,
It might surprise you.
yeah, maybe. I have an idea of what
There There have been a few songs that we've really come a long way with, in my opinion. That now I feel are not only great portions of the show, but a lot easier to sing than when I was first attacking them. The most difficult song for me to sing in the show right now is April. April
Wow.
Come She Will.
So
Yeah.
that is not the song I
What did you think? I'm curious.
I thought it was Bridges Over Troubled Water.
No.
Just
No. The
because
beginning of Bridge is the
But
beginning of Bridge, the softness that I'm working on, but the rest of Bridge is kind of in my wheelhouse. April is
April.
it's
Wow.
one of those songs that's just you have to be airy and light, and there's it's just me. Steven's accompanying me on the guitar, so I'm the only one singing. So that one right now is the one that gives me the biggest headache.
Okay. So
Yeah.
Bridges, I picked Bridges because I
You mean
thought
bridge.
Bridge.
See?
Okay. Sorry.
Just one.
It's such
Cheers.
Over the troubled water.
because it's such a reach.
But it's not. I mean, the ending note is not. I mean, there's higher notes that I hit during the show
Wow.
than Bridge, but it's such a powerful note, and it's such a powerful song. And if I do it right, like I have been trying, and it's such a crescendo, if I can get that first verse soft and airy so that it can crescendo. But the note at the end itself is very powerful. It's a very emotional portion of the show, but it's not, as far as range wise, I mean, songs like Jukebox Hero or More Than a Feeling, songs that I've done in the past have had much more stratospheric notes than in Bridge. Not that Bridge is easy, but it certainly doesn't give me the headaches that April does.
Yeah, April's a little bit lower in your natural register too.
Yeah.
So it's even more difficult to control.
It's in an awkward key for me.
Yeah.
And it's just one of those songs that I really, really, really have to focus on.
Yeah.
But we focus on all of them because, like I said, none of it's easy, especially when you're singing harmonies in unison with someone. And Steven's so great to sing with. He's amazing. I don't think I've ever heard the man go flat on a note in my entire life. So if you hear something that's flat, it's me.
And, Kyle, you were mentioning the unison singing. From early on in the rehearsal and creation process of this show, the unison moments between the two of you to this day are some of the nicest for me, because you guys do sing unison so well, and you're right, it is not an easy thing to do. Hey, Brenda, I know you wanted to run that little teaser reel again for latecomers. Did you want to do that right now before we continue?
Yeah, let's do it. There we go.
Like being at a Simon and Garfunkel performance, except it's better.
Are you going to Scarborough Fair? Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme.
All through my life, certain songs have resonated with me, and it was such an honor to be here today and listen to them. They were absolutely amazing.
Unbelievable. Could have stayed 3 times as long.
Slow down, you move too fast. You got to make the morning last. Just picking down the cobblestones, looking for fun and feeling groovy. La 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 la, feeling groovy.
These guys nailed it. Stunning vocals. Unbelievable musicality. I tell you, this was one of the best bands out there. You gotta go.
So good.
Yes.
I mean, So good. And I was not very familiar with Simon and Garfunkel. I mean, kind of was my era, but more my brother's era. And I listened to a little bit, and I have to tell you,
that's a good point. I mean, I think a lot of people probably, especially if you're you weren't growing up in the 60s, you may be thinking, oh man, well, there may be a handful of Simon and Garfunkel.
No, you'll know every single one.
There's more than you know.
Yeah, you're right.
Everybody knows them all.
Yeah.
You will know every single song.
You will know every single song.
Absolutely.
I have a curiosity. I want to know what Stephen has to say to the question you asked me about.
Oh, yeah.
What's the hardest? I want to know what his hardest is.
Oh, yeah, the hardest song. Probably for me, it's going to be Still Crazy after all these years. But not for singing it, which I know you challenged me, which I appreciate that, to be able to sing that song. And it was a challenge, but I got to put the guitar down. And I am so not used to doing that. You mentioned the James Taylor thing, which I've been doing forever. There's not a song I'm singing that I'm not playing the guitar. So when it comes time for Still Crazy, the guitar goes down and I have to walk up to the microphone essentially naked. That's you know, it can be daunting, but I love doing it, and it's become a lot of fun.
I think it's one of the huge highlights of the show.
Yeah, absolutely.
I really do.
Yeah,
and it's my wife's favorite part of the show.
Well, so I think it's fair to mention, though, he got arrested at the last performance. So now
for the nudity.
We're shorts.
Who got arrested?
I'm just kidding.
Oh,
I'm joking. Come
he's
on.
making it up again.
Foolishness reigns supreme.
Yeah.
You got to put some foolishness in there.
Foolishness. I'm like, who got arrested?
May I take a moment to mention the other members of the cast?
Yes.
First of all, this show could not be what it is without the band that we've got. I credit Stephen with referring, I think, well, originally 3 out of the 4 of the guys on the platforms playing. We had Alexis Sklarevsky on bass originally, and
amazing musician, great,
yeah, terrific. Dave Rogers on drums is just the backbone, the heart and soul. His work, his finesse, his dynamics, his care about the show. Dave Stretch on guitar, a wonderful singer. We call upon his utility to not only to play, electric guitar and acoustic guitar, but to add harmonies, to add the beautiful canticle counterpoint in Scarborough Fair, which he does wonderfully. Derek Phillips on keys. You don't find a player better than him. And all of these guys together, they care about the show so much. And they really, really, all of them are the backbone. Jim talks about how it was, he was only more recently that he joined the show. And we made the decision to bring you in, Jim, of course, as, you started early on as being part of the musical direction effort, but I told you can't be in the damn thing. And then you said to me one day, God, I'd really love to play bass with the act sometime. And then we brought you back in and to do that, and as well as be the social media promotions guy. And if I may, these guys stand front and center.
Yes.
But you are sitting back watching it happen. I would love to know what your kind of perspective is, Jim, on just the experience of playing in the show.
Yeah, no, I being on the back line there, I'm able to actually watch some of the visual media as it's going, as they're singing sometimes, because there's a few songs where it's just the guitar and vocals. And I'm telling you, you go through a wide range of emotions while you're watching this show. That's what impressed me the very first time I went to see it as an audience member. And so I keep telling people I'm so excited for you to see it. In fact, I'm telling everybody out there right now, if you go to the show on Sunday and you've never seen it before, come to us at the meet and greet and let me know what you think, because I'm very excited to find out what your thoughts are. It's a very, very powerful presentation.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say that the visual media is a character in this show.
Yeah,
it's part of the
absolutely.
cast. It's so much more than just eye candy, you know, as background. It's emotionally evocative, as Jim said. It's nostalgic. It really is an important part of the whole presentation. You know, when we originally designed the show, my thought was, as you know, as director, I'll at some point, you know, just step back. I won't be at every show. We can have somebody else, you know, run the visual media, which is part of what I do. But I love being there. I don't see myself not being at a show ever. I get to bring my skill set and my theater background. You know, I call the show, I get on a headset, I'm talking to the follow spot ops. I'm the one who gets to say, all right, got everybody on the comm. All right, let's go. Let's put on a show, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, let's go house to half. We're fading, you know, house music. Here we go, top of show video. And I get to be part of the orchestration of it. And also I get to maybe take care of you guys. You know, I get to offer something that most of us don't get in being in bands and tribute bands, is kind of somebody looking after you, good or bad. And I'm a nag about all the details, you know, entrance timing and everything. I'm a Gestapo about that kind of stuff.
And that's what makes that's another reason why the show is what it is because of the attention to detail and how, you say you're a nag or nitpicker or whatever, but that the devil's in the details, and the difference is going to be seen with that. And you're absolutely right. Not only taking care of us, hey, we need waters, we need whatever, but helping us through, with making sure, Kyle, when to come in at the beginning of the show. Not a half a bar early, not a half a bar late, right where you're supposed to come in. One thing I wanted to say was, we were talking about everybody in the group, Derek Phillips, who's just an incredible talent. Derek and I went to college together. We were at Berklee College of Music at the same time in Boston, and we knew a lot of the same people, and we never crossed paths. But now it's like so funny because we get to sit and reminisce about our time in Boston and Berklee, and it's almost like we were there together, which we kind of were. But we, it was just such a small world kind of thing,
Yeah.
He said, go on. So we have a question again. So again, we're gonna post all the information about the show on Sunday. But Donna, the show is at the
Fred Cavley Theater in Thousand Oaks, California, and it's on Sunday, March 15th, which is this Sunday at 3 p.m. And Gig, did you mention? Yeah, you've already mentioned about the Ticketmaster fees. If you want to bypass those fees, guys, just go up to the box office and purchase.
Or call them. Call the
box office
during box office hours. It'll be the same thing. You can call them, reserve, and purchase that way, voice to voice, but still avoid those fees because they're criminal.
Yeah.
It's funny you asked Gig how I felt about the show, and I realized that, man, I get the unique perspective of actually watching the audience as responding to this show. And like I said, you run through such a range of emotions. Guys, when you're performing for them, do you feel those same emotions when you're performing this music for them? Kyle, we'll start with you.
Absolutely. The songs, like I said, for me, that was part of my daily playlist. I mean, I these songs mean so much to me for so many reasons. And as a performer, as a singer, I really do listen and get into the meaning of the song, what the lyrical, because that was part of what I learned when I was coming up in my lessons, was what songs to emphasize, how you emphasize the meaning of the song. And yeah, we definitely, I do. I won't speak for Stephen, but I definitely run the gamut of emotions. And, Bridge is a very powerful song. And I'm standing there with, and at that point, Stephen's, usually when it's just me singing, Stephen's right there accompanying me on acoustic guitar. But during Bridge, Derek's playing the grand piano, Stephen's playing strings on the keyboard, and I'm alone. And it's it's either sink or swim. But I find that I do best when I don't think about, okay, I'm the only one standing right here. And when I sing that song and I'm emotionally in my head, I'm singing it for a reason. I'm thinking about whatever. That's when it's, easier to do. But yeah, the 59th Street Bridge is such a happy, feeling groovy. We're feeling. There's so many ebbs and flows in the show that you can't help but take the emotional roller coaster ride that it is, which is a great thing. And people say that at the meet and greet all the time. Oh my God, we laughed, we cried, the nostalgia is just, that's really, really a selling point for the show. You're going to see things that you said, oh my God, I haven't seen that since, 1975 or whatever.
Or songs you haven't even heard.
That's right.
For 10 to 20 years.
Sure.
Well, we hope not. We hope, we hope this people are still listening to these music for sure.
It brings back memories of timelines in your life. So, Gig, is there anything?
We didn't ask Stephen.
Yeah, that's Stephen.
Okay, ask Stephen.
Brendan doesn't want to talk to me. That's okay. Gig.
Talk to you.
You're Paul Simon. You're the better one.
Don't give it away.
When you guys see the show on Sunday, you'll know what we're referring to.
Yeah.
And it's true.
Yeah, Stephen.
All right,
how
Stephen.
do you feel performing those songs for the audience?
Yeah, for me, the proof is in the meet and greet. Kyle just referred to the meet and greet. We have a streak going. Well, I think I don't know how many total shows we've played. Gary, you probably know better than me, but
I think it's 113 at this point. It's 113.
Virtually every show, somebody comes up to me and says, you made me cry. Now, granted, they said it was in a good way, not a bad way. But yeah, the emotional impact that this show has on people is like nothing I've ever been a part of, and it's really rewarding. It takes people on a journey. These songs have a lot of meaning for a lot of people, very, very deep meaning, and we're bringing that out, allowing them to relive it and enjoy it in the setting that we've created. So yeah, it's fantastic. Really, really great. And some point way back, I think you asked Kyle and not me, what's your favorite part? What your favorite part of the show was? And for me, it's the introduction of the band. I love that.
That is fun. Nobody asked me what my favorite part was. They asked me what was a difficult part.
Yeah.
So I love doing that. And as Gig touched on, these people are friends.
Yeah.
And amazing musicians. So to be able to kind of share the spotlight with everybody is a great moment for me in the show.
It's definitely a family. It really has become a family. Yeah.
Yes.
Talented people and friends. All right. So, Gig, is there anything else that you feel might be of interest to anybody, particularly about the show, that you would want to let everybody know about seeing the show?
Yeah, and first of all, I also wanted to mention one other key member of the team who travels with us, and that's our sound engineer, Terry Moran.
Yes.
He is his attention to detail, his ears, his finesse in mixing the show is invaluable. It's still a new show in the grand scheme of things. I mean, you compare it to, say, TLR, which is also a family and a wonderful. We got the best group of guys we've ever had now, and they all have that show's back. That show is in its 26th year. you know, and it's a different animal. This show, I mean, you were saying, Kyle, that been doing that like 3 years. It really 2023 was sort of a
it didn't count.
Begin to put it on its feet,
Right.
Test it around. But it really wasn't until 2024
right.
and 2025 that we started taking the
Playing.
show, flying at places, touring at places, trying to do it as right as we can, and we're still testing markets. We're still we're trying to figure out, what the traffic will bear in terms of ticket pricing and so forth. It's a challenging thing, but as Jim said, I think that if you go, and if we have done our job with the show, you get to step into the theater for 2 hours, and you really get to kind of leave the rest of the outside world outside. And we really think that we try to take you back to a time when you felt safer, and it was an innocent time. And there are very poignant moments in the show, and they're just feel good, happy, easy, toe tap, and makes you want to dance moments in the show. I too have become so much more familiar with this music through the process of growing this show and evolving it, and it's become some of my favorite music to be around. So come Sunday, 3 o'clock, the Fred Cavley Theater, Thousand Oaks, the Bank of America Performing Arts Center. Call them or go to the box office.
Yes, absolutely.
So
guys.
Christina's asking, any scheduled shows in Orange County?
We had, well, that was not really Orange County. We were going to take the show to La Mirada, the La Mirada Civic, again in May. We've actually decided to move that into next year for various reasons. There is one, I don't think that's going to be a public show down in Laguna. I think that's going to be private at that theater. Yeah, we have only...
Are we doing the Lewis? That's not Orange County, but it's Orange County June, adjacent.
Yes, in June, the Lewis Family Playhouse, we'll have the show back there. That's also a Sunday matinee on June 7th. That'll be going on sale mid next week, I think. And that's kind of reachable. But as everybody said, only a handful of California performances, let alone Southern California performances. For those that are in the San Diego area, we are going to be taking the show to really celebrate. This whole year for this show is a celebration of the 45th anniversary of the storied Central Park concert, which was a free to the public concert. We're not in a position to give it away for free, but we are taking the show on September 19th of this year, which is a Saturday. Saturday is September 19th at the California Center for the Performing Arts in the large theater there. We're not recreating the Central Park concert. We actually like our show the way it is, but we are using that as a way to celebrate literally 45 years from that date. So anyway, you'll all, if you pay close attention, we'll nauseate you with how much we are going to be promoting these shows. Jim. Yeah.
So basically, again, let's reiterate the show.
Yes.
Sunday.
So there it is, guys. Sunday, March 15th at 3 p.m. at the Fred Cavley Theater. This theater is spectacular. I saw Crosby, Stills and Nash there 25 years ago. A lot of incredible national acts play there on a regular basis. But I guarantee you it's going to be worth every dollar you spend and every mile that you drive to get there. If it takes you an hour and a half, I promise you it will be worth it. So please try to make it this Sunday afternoon.
And I will, in the bottom of these comments, post all the links for the ticket, the show information, everything you need to know. You just go to the comments and you'll be able to click the link to buy your tickets for Sunday, and you do not want to miss this. I'm telling you, it's amazing.
It's a really fun show. It's not just fun to perform it. It's, you know, I've been lucky enough. We've been able to video a few of our shows, and I've actually sat down and watched it as trying to put myself as an audience member, and that's hard to do. After about 4 or 5 times through, I can kind of relax and say, you know, I missed that or I missed that. I can kind of let that go and actually just enjoy what the show is for the show, and it's really so well done. So well done.
I see that looks like Bob Bacon asked if either of the principals has seen our show. I think that's what he's asking, right? I don't think so. But a couple weeks ago, I met Paul Simon's cousin at a sushi bar in Agora, and she said she's coming. So maybe that'll get.
That's awesome. So she'll get the word out.
Oh man. Well, I guess that's pretty much it.
Is that it?
So, is there anything else anybody wants to say before we wrap it up?
No, I think the rest is going to be just, you know, I come out and see for yourself. You know, we hope we give you sort of an idea of, you know, what we experience and what has gone into making it, and now it's just out there to be enjoyed. Great sales job, Jim. And thank you, Woots.
It's a great show. It's a great show. And we're so happy to be back. And we have a lot of good stuff coming up. And hopefully we see everybody on Sunday. I will be there.
Yes.
You will be there.
I will be there.
You will be there.
I'm being there. Yeah. But please do. Yeah. If you are there, do come up. You know, we're going to be selling some of the shirts that Jim has on his body.
Miles?
Well, we're selling Jim's shirts.
Have that many shirts on his body. But yes, for the
wash them first, Jim. Wash them.
We got a fresh shipment of those coming in, as well as some.
Look at your girl Chanel is on.
Hey, that's my wifey.
So I know she's a little
we
biased.
love you so much.
Oh, she would tell you if it sucked.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
She would. Bullshit. Yeah.
She tells me quite often that I was not good. So
I thought I was the only one whose wife.
No.
Yeah.
Sometimes. But you know what? It's about honesty, right?
Oh, is that what
absolutely. Got to be honest in the relationship. Absolutely.
Yes.
Aside from you guys being just phenomenal musicians, Gig, I know you're not a musician in this, but you kill it.
Yeah, everybody's so good at what they do.
And you and with this show, you've absolutely you're in your wheelhouse.
Oh, thank you, Brenda. Yeah,
what you need to be doing.
Thank you.
In a lot of different ways, but this show is phenomenal. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Really is.
Yeah.
And we're always we're continuously working to make it better.
That's right. That's right. Absolutely, Kyle.
All the time.
Thank you so much for being with us, guys, and I'm looking.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for having us.
Thank you, Woots.
We'll see you Sunday afternoon.
Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, 9 in the morning for me.
Sound check. That's right. Am I going to be there at sound check?
You will be. I promise.
Bring.
She was honest.
Bring the coffee and donuts.
What was that, Kyle?
I said, Brenda, bring the coffee and donuts.
The only thing is, like, sound check is always like 5 hours before the show.
Yeah. You're privileged to be there with us.
Okay.
It's a lot to get done.
Okay, guys. Have a good evening.
Love you guys.
We'll
Thanks for having us. Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
All right.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us again, guys.
It was super fun. We had a good time, right?
Yeah.
Again, 3 years we haven't been here. WAW. We haven't been around. We've been. I don't know. What have we been doing?
I don't know what we've been doing.
So one thing we did move from Simi Valley to Huntington Beach.
Yes.
Yeah. To be
And
with our grandkids.
we've got a lot of great guests lined up for you. In fact, next week, we're going to have Robbie and Devitt and Todd from Petty Party.
Petty Party.
To give you a little bit of background on
That's
that
right.
group, how that started.
That's awesome.
So it's going to be a lot of fun. We've got Katie Darrell that's going to be coming
Oh,
back
we
to
have
join
Katie
us.
Darrell coming in. Yeah.
And a lot of other groups that we're very excited to present to you and let you get to know them a little bit.
And I don't
thank you, Val.
I don't think we're gonna I don't think we're gonna do every week, but we may do every other week.
Mm-hmm. But we will be doing next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday. Next
for
Wednesday will be Petty Party.
That's right.
And then we'll let you know the schedule. We're glad to be back. We missed you so much.
Yes, we did.
We were we were doing life. That's what we were doing.
And you guys made me forget about my kidney stone pain.
Yeah, you had a kidney stone last night.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah.
Do you still have it?
I do. Yeah,
You
it still
do?
hurts a little bit, but doing this
Are you
made
going
me
to wake me
forget all
up in
about
the middle of the night again like you did how many years ago
Probably.
was that? 5 years ago?
Probably.
You woke me up in the middle of
That
the
was
night.
10 years ago.
10 years ago. 10 years ago, he tapped me on the shoulder and said, honey, something's wrong. And I said, I literally was like sleeping and I said, do you want me to call 911? I was being sarcastic and he's like, yes. And I was like, what? He was totally serious. He was in so much pain.
Oh,
I
man.
drove him to the hospital.
Yeah. Those of you that have had kidney stones, you know what that pain is like.
I drove you
It's-
to the
it's
hospital twice.
Excruciating.
In craziness.
Yeah, you did.
When you
did.
were having your pulmonary embolism,
Yeah.
and when you were having your kidney stones.
Yeah. See what kind of medical ailments
God.
have befallen me since I've
Well,
known this woman.
just,
No, I'm just kidding.
bottom line,
I'm
if
joking.
you're having a medical emergency, I'm your girl.
Oh man, thank you so much for joining
All
us,
right,
guys.
We
Great
are
to
so
be with
happy
you
to be
again.
back. We missed you.
Yes.
We're going to bring you some really fun content,
Yes.
some fun episodes, and how do you like our little set?
Oh yeah.
It's
She did all that.
It's literally a 6x6.
Yes. Yes.
This is our music office room. We just moved
Yes.
2.5 weeks ago to
2
a
weeks.
to a new home.
Mhm.
So we now have room to do this again.
Yeah.
Are you still making tumblers, Bob? So that's on the agenda. I am going to start that. I am going to start doing the tumblers again.
Yes.
We were on a pause for about a year when we moved here. We moved to a little cottage by the beach, but we had no room for anything. So everything we owned was in storage.
Yeah.
About 2.5 weeks ago, we just moved to a bigger location,
Yeah.
still on the beach,
Mm-hmm.
but now we have room. So
Yeah, yeah.
we're in good shape.
She's gonna do it.
But
Hey,
yes.
Lori is joining us.
Yes. So I'm going
Lori
to
Hoffman.
Lori Hoffman.
We haven't seen you in
Lori.
ages,
Oh
Lori.
my God, we missed you, girl. Anyway, are you saying so sorry to hear about that? Because
About my kidney
Oh
stones.
yeah. It's just kidney
See, somebody
stone.
has sympathy for me.
Well, I do
I'm
too.
just kidding. I'm
Yeah.
joking.
Pulmonary
Okay.
embolism. Which is absolutely things going on.
Yeah. But so yeah, please mark your calendars, make your plans to join us next Wednesday. But remember, Sunday, March 15th at 3 p.m., The Graduates,
Yeah.
The Sound of Simon and Garfunkel. I guarantee you are gonna love that show. So we hope to see you then, guys.
So we're gonna go, again. I'll put the all the information in the bottom of the comments, so you can click the link, buy the tickets.
Yeah.
See, I'll be there on Sunday. I hope to see you on Sunday, and
We'll be back next week to
Yeah.
ask the eternal question, what's
what's happening? All right,
Have a
bye,
great night, guys. God bless you. Keep on rocking in the free world.
It's the world.